Last night, Pakistan witnessed reports that raised serious questions, not only about Imran Khan, PTI, or political confrontation. The deeper questions concern rule of law, prisoner dignity, medical treatment, judicial compliance, and fundamental rights for every Pakistani. Former Prime Minister Imran Khan has been imprisoned since August 2023. Whatever one's political opinion, imprisonment does not remove dignity. The events reported around August 20 and 21 have become bigger than another political episode. They test institutions. Before last night, Pakistan's Supreme Court had ordered that Khan be transferred from prison to Shifa International Hospital in Islamabad for medical examination by a board, including specialists and his personal physician, Dr. Faisal Sultan. The court also addressed family access, weekly meetings, and phone contact with his sons. That mattered because concerns had been raised about health, eyesight, treatment, isolation, doctors, and communication with family. The court reportedly emphasized the authorities' responsibility to safeguard a prisoner's life, health, dignity, and security. Human rights do not disappear at the prison gate. Liberty may be lost by law, but humanity is not. Pakistan then waited through Thursday night for implementation of the order. Security appeared around Shifa. Dr. Faisal Sultan reportedly went there and waited, while family, PTI, and some later reporting said something different happened. Some subsequent reporting said Khan was removed from Adiala after midnight and taken to PIMS rather than Shifa, remained several hours, was examined by doctors, and returned around 5 a.m. This remains reported and contested, not established beyond dispute. That created a legal and constitutional controversy. If the court named Shifa, why PIMS? Why was his personal physician reportedly waiting at Shifa while accounts said the examination occurred elsewhere? These questions require transparent answers. Fairness requires presenting the government's position. Information Minister Ataullah Tarar said Khan was taken to hospital under appropriate security during the night. According to the government, qualified doctors, including ophthalmology, cardiology, and physicians, examined him and declared him medically fit. The government explanation, according to some reports, is that security circumstances around Shifa led to the use of PIMS. Authorities rejected allegations of mistreatment, solitary confinement, and medical neglect, maintaining that appropriate facilities and access were provided. These claims form the government's side and must be recorded. But controversy does not disappear simply because the government says a medical examination occurred. The remaining question is whether the Supreme Court order was followed in letter and spirit. Dr. Uzma Khan has presented a different picture, raising concerns about isolation and physical and psychological condition. According to reports of her account, Khan complained of prolonged isolation and its effects. The government disputes these allegations. Family and PTI alleged denial of independent medical access and meaningful contact. The government disputes this. If nothing is hidden, transparency is the strongest response. Lawful family access, doctors, court orders, records, and independent review. Pakistani journalists and commentators have examined these developments intensely. Imran Riaz Khan's recent videos have focused on Khan's imprisonment and political confrontation, questioning official narratives and treatment while operating in the space of commentary and analysis. His recent coverage has included discussion of imprisonment, political pressure around release, supporter comparisons with other imprisoned leaders, and what he describes as propaganda. That is commentator analysis, and it must remain distinct from independently established fact. Dr. Shahbaz Gill has also discussed the proposed Shifa transfer and the circumstances around medical treatment. Others ask the same constitutional question. If the highest court gives a specific direction, what authority does the executive have to implement it differently? Orya, Maqbool and other commentators have discussed the broader political and human rights environment, but the constitutional principle extends beyond individuals, PTI, or media figures. Tomorrow it may be another party, leader, journalist, or ordinary citizen. The central issue is human rights. International standards are clear that prisoners retain fundamental rights. The UN Nelson Mandela rules establish principles on dignity, health care, and detention conditions, even when a prisoner is controversial or politically powerful. A prisoner must have appropriate health care. Medical decisions should be medical, not political. Prisoners must be treated with inherent dignity. Prolonged solitary confinement is a serious human rights concern under international standards, especially when oversight is weak. Pakistan's constitution protects life, liberty, dignity, and due process. These principles are not only for supported politicians or unconvicted people. Human rights matter because state power over detainees can become enormous. Pakistan must also confront that Khan is not unknown. He is a former elected prime minister, a World Cup winning cricket captain, founder of a major political movement, and a figure with enormous public support. If controversy can arise over someone watched by millions, imagine an ordinary prisoner nobody knows. This case should lead to broader reform, not only partisan battle, because the invisible detainee is often the most vulnerable. PTI supporters should defend opponents' rights as strongly as Khan's. PMLN, PPP, and every government should do the same. Governments change, human rights principles should not change with the party in power. The question is not simply what happened to Imran Khan last night. The deeper question is what kind of state Pakistanis want their country to become when courts, prisons, hospitals, and politics collide. A country where court orders are respected regardless of prisoner identity, where medical treatment is transparent and professional, where imprisonment is never used to destroy dignity, where opponents remain citizens, not enemies. These are rule of law questions. Government says he was properly examined, declared fit, and safely returned. Family and party say court directions were violated and rights denied. Competing claims should be tested through courts, independent medical assessment, transparent records, and lawful oversight, not propaganda. The simplest principle is the most important. You do not have to support Imran Khan to defend his human rights. You do not have to agree with his politics, his party, or his supporters. You only have to believe the Constitution applies to everyone, judicial orders deserve respect, and every prisoner retains dignity, health care, and lawful treatment. Today, Imran Khan, tomorrow, another politician, journalist, activist, or ordinary Pakistani. Pakistan's institutions face a choice. Treat this as political confrontation or show that law stands above personalities, governments, and interests. History remembers not only who was imprisoned, but how the state treated prisoners under its control. The events of August 20 and 21 deserve scrutiny not merely as political news, but as constitutionalism, dignity, and rights in Pakistan. Human rights cease to be human rights if defended only for people we support. The true test is defending principles universally for every prisoner, every party, and every citizen of Pakistan.